Paddy, I don't know how to start the intro, mate. I've had my fun. I've done my bragging on a match reaction, so I'll hand it over to you, my friend.
As a wise man once said, boom. Fuck off, Arsenal. Get the fuck out of here. The Reds march on to Wembley to spank Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea, and I fucking love it.
It's so what they deserve, mate, isn't it? It's so what those shithouse fans deserve. And you know what? All that aside, mate, we were brilliant tonight. We just looked the class apart.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I thought we started very shaky first 10 minutes. I thought it was all Arsenal, but yeah, we came into the game and wow, I mean, we'll get on to it, but yeah, it was really enjoyable. And I know you don't watch along as well. A very nice game to do a watch along for, I would say.
It was. I mean, I was telling people you were live as well, and time to go over there and give Mr. Paddy Murphy a shout and a hello. Really quickly, just got to do a quick ad read. Spitch is the sponsor of this match reaction. Spitch, a brand new fantasy football manager game that allows you to prove your football knowledge and pit yourself against other managers. Spitch offers games from multiple leagues: the Premier League, the Bundesliga, and of course the Champions League, which Arsenal fans don't know what about, Paddy, but you know, they'll get to watch us. That's the most important thing. You can create a new lineup every single week with Spitch and win your share of a prize pool of up to £70,000. Once a match day kicks off, you receive points based on things like goals, assists, tackles. There are free pitches and there are some paid pitches, but all you need to know is you need to be 18 years or older and a resident of the UK. Link in the description below. Paddy, right, let's talk about Diogo Jota for a minute. I mean, you just played me your reaction to his goal, which is amazing, by the way. Well done. But how good is this dude?
Like, I think I'll speak for most people. When we first signed him, I was like, okay. It wouldn't have been like, you know, wow, he's going to do what he's done. The man is phenomenal. We are lucky to have him. It's like this might be OTT. He is proven to be one of the best signings we've ever made, like in terms of shrewdness, because nobody else was like the way we've picked him out of Wolves' obscurity, perhaps, and he's turned into this absolute machine. Like those two goals tonight, both of them are exquisite. Now the second one is special. That finish, and I was onside as clear as day, so I'm glad they got it right. That is like prime Fernando Torres at Liverpool sort of vibes. Like I remember, I think that one of the goals in the 4-1 against United, very Torres-esque, and he's just unbelievable. He's like a little mix between Torres and Suarez, and you know, the best Portuguese player in the world strikes again.
I'll tell you what, mate, that first goal was genius. He didn't even give Ramsdale a chance to say. I mean, he sent Tommy Asu for a pint of milk, first of all. You know, the lad that they're trying to say is Trent's just a shit Tommy Asu, but we'll park that. The cleverness of shooting and not letting Ramsdale set his feet, because it wasn't the cleanest strike he'll ever hit, but my God, it got the job done.
No, yeah, the first touch was like, oh, a bit heavy, but it maybe it was for Jota's standard, but he still inch perfect. Like that I've seen the analysis on Sky Sports. The way he just gets that right foot out and it's just excellent. And Ramsdale hates Jota because he's made a mockery of Arsenal 3 times now with 3 different world-class goals. And as you heard from my reaction, it was like watching. It was like Chris watching Oxlade-Chamberlain. That was the sort of vibe I was going for. And let's talk about Spitch everywhere.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, Jota was convinced when he scored that second one that he was on. He was having none of that offside flag, and he was proved to be right. You could see Martin Atkinson's little heart breaking as he got the news in his ear. I could nearly hear his heart cracking from here as he had to signal the goal.
Yeah, like when I first seen it, I was like, oh no, I was like, Ben White, obviously he's offside based on Ben White, but Gabriel keeps him on, so it's exquisite. And it would have been. It's a shame that it even had that little bit of disjointedness, but you know the celebrations after that, even when it was given, was great to see. And shout out to the traveling Liverpool fans. They were unbelievable.
Because that's how your man likes it, mate. That's why. Simple aerodynamic. Ask your mum; she'll tell you. Right. Anyway, yeah. Look, I don't want to go too much in on the Arsenal fan base, mate. Except for I do. I really do, because they were up there with the Everton fans for me over the last few weeks. I've never seen this from Arsenal fans before towards us. I don't know why they, thought that the first postponement was going to benefit us in any way. If anything, we lost the second leg at home. We would have had the same team regardless. And I was surprised to see a Lazarus-like comeback from some of those Arsenal players to be able to play today.
Yeah, listen, as I said, I'm glad they were able to recover from such decimation they received. God love them, Warriors. And And yeah, all the shit that's gone on, the first leg with us getting abuse for, and then them, and it's just poetic justice, isn't it? It's absolutely tremendous. And here's to drinking Arsenal fans' tears.
Yeah. It's look, I mean, my biggest fear all week here, Paddy, was that we got knocked out potentially to Arsenal, because I mean that is an embarrassment on the level of which none of us wanted to see. And thankfully, justice was done and we absolutely slaughtered them in their own gaff. And you're right, we started off iffy. Queeveen Kelleher with a nice little save. I didn't even notice that in real time, by the way, that he got a touch on that.
Same.
But little minute on our Irish goalkeeping legend. Obviously, great competition with himself and Gavin. I'm saying Gavin like we know him here. You do, but I don't. I thought he was great again tonight.
Yeah, listen, the best backup in the Premier League. He's such a cool customer. Obviously Addison is our number one, but Kelleher has justifiably maintained his place in the cup because he's played well, and I would say he's a better penalty saver than Addison as well. So that does help. That's one thing he does have over Addison, I would say. So yeah, he rightfully started tonight, and he will rightfully start in the final against Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. It's a lovely comment here as well from Fizz that I respect Arsenal for the consistency getting a red card in both legs. And he didn't even have Granit Xhaka. I was saying you're just a shit Granit Xhaka at the Partey when he got sent off. Yeah, I mean, what annoyed me, Paddy, I've got to be honest, I'm fed up of our players getting fucking knocks and little fucking strains from these shitty tackles just because they can't get the ball off us. They're like kids, when you're playing with people and they can't get the ball off you and they resort to fouling. That's what it's like. And I don't like it. Partey can do them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I believe, either 14th or 16th red card under Arteta at Arsenal. Like, I don't know, they need to teach some of these players discipline. Now, I know a large majority of them go to Granit Xhaka, but yeah, it was stupid from Partey. I don't know what he's thinking.
We're all in agreement. Oh yeah, no, they do. Yeah, loads of them go to Granit Xhaka, for fairness.
Yeah,
absolutely. Trent was amazing today. Fabinho was amazing in what his passing was a bit iffy, but some of those Trent passes, mate. There was one ball he played to Fabinho where I don't know how he even seen it. Just a little slide rule pass into him, but he was awesome again today, Trent.
Yeah, I mean, obviously from an attacking sense, Trent is he's just sublime. He's the joke of a player. Now, I did think Gabriel Martinelli caused him a lot of trouble today. Martinelli was by far, I thought he was by far Arsenal's best player. He was unreal. Never stopped, constantly working. I thought he was actually had Trent a bit flustered at times, but that Trent was just incredible, and that assist for that Jota second is very good.
Were you nervous at all at 1-0 as a couple of chances started to come and go a little bit?
It was very Liverpool-esque when it was 1-0 and then Arsenal started coming in. So I was like, here we go. They're going to fucking equalise and then we're going to go to extra time. They're going to go to penalties. We can never do anything fucking easy. But thankfully, that second goal came at a great time and killed the game off. Don't get me wrong, I didn't think Arsenal were horrific. I just thought we were better. They started very good, and that the game could have been different if they took one of their chances. Thankfully, they didn't because they don't have anyone that can hit a barn door. But we do, and his name is Diogo Jota. Yeah,
I see Lego Head getting interviewed there now. I can only imagine what type of nonsense he's spouting out of his.
His hair is mad, isn't it?
Everton off that lad from a mile away.
I've never seen hair like that in my life. Like it looks fake. It genuinely does. Strong hairline though.
It is. It's a very strong hairline. It's a beautiful beard as well. Anyway, sorry to get back to footballing matters. So for me, mate, I gave my man of the match to Curtis Jones today. I know obviously Shaw got the 2 goals, but I thought Jones was excellent.
Yeah, I was waxing lyrical about Jones as well. He was my first half man of the match, and I thought he was just unbelievable. I gave it to Jota for the sake of blah, but like Jones was incredible, and that's why we were all campaigning for him to start because I think he's been excellent since he's come in. He's really relished the chance because I did think he was a bit poor against Shrewsbury in that game he played, but since then he's been quality. He just offers something different in the current midfield, that Milner didn't in the first leg, for example. He just is not afraid to go by a man. I think he put one foot wrong. He made one bad pass. Other than that, I thought he was perfect. He was absolutely sensational.
As soon as I seen the team news, I thought he was straight away because I knew you were looking for Cade Gordon to start. We pretty much got the team spot on, actually, bar Kelleher in the build-up. Yeah. And I thought Cade Gordon had a very good 60.
He did. Very unlucky not to get a goal. Jota sets it up on a plate. the bit of inexperience came through there. But like on another day, that gets bang top bins, and we're all. I thought he was taken off a bit too early. Like I know Mina deserved the chance, but I would have given it to him the 70 at least. But I thought he was great. You could see though, he kind of was a bit timid at times. He didn't want to try and beat a man or do anything too risky, just in case. He was happy just to play the passes. But he's a fantastic player, and what an experience for a 17-year-old to play 60 minutes in a semi-final.
What happened with Matip? Was he carrying an illness or something? Because he looked awful from the start, didn't he?
Yeah, I hope it's only it was a tactical change. I hope he didn't pick up a knock, but we know Matip, like, he did pick up a little bit. He did get a bit of a hit, didn't he? But like Matip, we love the guy. He's miraculously stayed fit up until now. So I hope it isn't an injury, but it wouldn't surprise me. But no, we're in good hands with Kanate coming on. And that's why we signed him. You know what I mean? We have a really good, for once, good centre-back depth other than last year. But hopefully, he did look a bit off it at times, but hopefully it's nothing too serious.
A little bit of transfer gossip as well, by the way, before we move back into the game. We got this late last night that Liverpool apparently in talks for Fabio Carvalho from Fulham, somebody who we've been linked with on and off for a while. But I'm not hating this at all, Paddy. Not at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I was looking up at him last night, looking at clips and stuff. Obviously we have a decent track record with Fulham youngsters. Harvey Elliott, of course. Absolutely, he'd be a shrewd bit of business. I think 5 million is the sort of fee we're looking at, or something like that. He started the season really well for Fulham, kind of dipped off a wee bit, and then in recent times he's been doing really well for Fulham, and Fulham themselves, like 6+ goals in the last 3 games in a row. Like, it's incredible. So it would be a shrewd bit of business, and I wouldn't hate it at all.
Yeah, when you're looking into these transfer links, you start trying to piece everything together. And the part for me that filled me full of confidence was the fact that George Mendes is his agent. Guessed a few agency, Fabinho, Jota, we've done business with them. So yeah, that makes me think, Paddy, that we should be all over this. And I think the 5 million fee would just be for getting him in now. And if we get him in now, mate, perfect, because you want him to have 6 months to bet himself in before pre-season.
That's exactly it. Like, that's why you just get him now. I know you could say, let him just, like, sign him now and maybe give him back to Fulham for the rest of the season, providing he gets guarantees of game time. But it would have been great to have him, Do you know what I mean? Just sign him, make sure we sign. Because he could go on and have an unreal end of the second half of the season for Fulham, even more so, and then his stock rises like exponentially. That's how it works. So if you sign him now, be quick about it, and then let Fulham have him for the rest of the season, and then we get a nice little gem. And even if Fulham get promoted, which they probably will, maybe they can buy him up. I don't know. There's a lot of potential. Yeah,
I mean, Fulham fans are probably sick of the sight of Liverpool at this point coming in. Look, Elliot is a Liverpool fan, though. Let's be fair about it. But yeah, I mean, again, it's a type of signing that you're happy to see the club do. Not a huge amount of money. We weren't expecting us to really do much in this window. Interestingly, today, though, Paddy, we'd seen that Reece Williams has been recalled. And I wonder, is that paving the way for Nat Phillips to maybe make his Anfield exit?
I reckon so. I think Reece has only played 7 games for Swansea, and looking at the reports, I think he didn't have a great time at Swansea in the games he played. He was a bit. Swansea fans weren't impressed, and they're not sad to see him go. Let's just say, and yeah, there's no point in letting him just stay there. We might as well have him if he's not going to play there. And yeah, it does pave the way for Nat Phillips to leave. But then again, I don't really want to see him playing for Liverpool. I think he done a good job for us, well, relatively last summer, but he was very suspect at times. He's a very raw player, very raw young player. I would rather keep Nat, but it wouldn't surprise me now if that gives Nat a green light.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Again, just thinking about the final, Paddy, on February 27th against Thomas Tuchel's men, Keita, Thiago, Salah, Mane, Elliott, all to be added to the group that was there. I mean, it's exciting stuff, mate, ahead of that final.
And it's good timing too. There's a whole month to go, and by that stage, providing Keita stays fit, Thiago should definitely be back amongst it as well. And it's plenty of time for. Like, I think the AFCON final is the 6th of February. So if either of the boys get there, they should be well back in time, and we should be all good. Now, don't get me wrong, Chelsea are going to be a tough opponent to navigate, but as I said, they haven't been putting up any trees recently, and we should be looking to beat them, to be honest. And as we've been saying for weeks, I really want to win this. It's another trophy for Klopp. And then all he has to do is add the FA Cup into it if he wins. and then he's won it all under us.
Yeah, it'd be lovely, wasn't it, for them all to get the full complement of medals. Look, it's going to be a difficult final. It really is. I mean, Chelsea good side. They'll have some players back from injury as well, but it's a better final than Arsenal Chelsea. Let's be honest. Nobody wanted to see that. Nobody, even Arsenal fans, they know they go down there getting beaten if they got to the final.
Yeah, that would have been a clinic for Chelsea. Like, and I had some Chelsea fans saying, like, obviously we want Arsenal to win because it'll be easier, but the Chelsea Liverpool will be a serious final, and maybe we'll be there. Hopefully, Jesus, we can get lucky. It'd be great to go to it.
It would, yeah. I was thinking that as soon as we got through, I was like, yeah, I would love a little trip to Wembley, mate. I would. Yeah, loads of positives to take from today's game. I'm reading a comment in the chat that somebody was saying that Klopp was a little word on Martinelli, saying he's one for the future. I wonder if he's one for our future, because we've been linked with that lad before, and I do like Martinelli as a player.
Really good, and really good find by Arsenal. They took him from the Brazilian second division. So true bit of business by them. I rate him very highly. I thought he was absolutely fantastic tonight, as I said, and he would be so good under Klopp. He would really gem him. He would make him a gem, even more so. And he could be perhaps the heir to Sadio Mane. Who knows? If he, you never know.
On actually the Arsenal team, just for a bit of funsies, and I asked this in the watch long as well. One player, folks, that you would take from the starting 11 for Arsenal and put into that Liverpool squad if you could. I'll give you a minute, Paddy, to have a little think about this one while I get to this super
Martinelli.
chat. There we go. Just got in from work and buzzing over the result. Any of you guys going to try and get tickets? Yes, we will, mate. Try and get tickets, although I can't imagine we'll be successful. But yes, we definitely will. So you go for Martinelli. I'll probably take Smith Rowe, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Smith Rowe. I suppose he provides something different. But for me, Martinelli, I was really, really impressed by him tonight. And I've always liked him, but tonight, like seeing him like really up close and personal, I would take him. I think, especially in our current predicament, I feel like he could really push Sadio Mane and provide something different. Although I have to say, as much as I was annoyed at Mane for recent performances before he left, having him gone, I have missed him. So maybe Sadio's time at the helm for the Reds isn't over just yet.
Jones showed who's best tonight, said George. Yeah, I thought Jones was brilliant. We touched on this earlier on. Partey, so we can stick the twat in the reserves, said David. Smith Rowe for Evans. A couple of Saka shouts in the chat as well. I thought Martinelli looked like, Paddy, he felt like he had to take it all on his own shoulders there tonight to try and force something for Arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. He was the one that really huffed and puffed all day, and he looked dangerous every time he got the ball. They're just lacking. Like, even if Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang wasn't at AFCON, I don't think he's still like they're Dusan Vlahovic. They're crying out for the demand they're trying to sign. So it makes a lot of sense that they're trying so hard to sign him, because he's what they're missing, just a real target man, a real poacher, a real finisher. Although Vlahovic and Xhaka, I don't think are going to get on too well, but that's a talk for another day. Yeah, but Martinelli, definitely Arsenal's man of the match. Really, really well played. He just looked dangerous every time, as I said, and Trent really was struggling at times.
Looking ahead to the final, do you reckon he sticks with Cuivin in goal, even for the big Wembley trip? Because what a moment, by the way, that would be for young Cuivin Kelleher if he got to walk out at Wembley.
Yeah, I think you got to stick with Cuivin. You have to. I think it'd be very harsh to drop him for the final now, like, especially the fact he started tonight was probably with a view to the penalties. I think it's a hard one what I'd do. I don't know, because as much as I love Alisson, like, Alisson isn't infallible either. Now, I'm not saying Cuivin should be starting in general, but Cuivin seems very composed, but his frame lets him down a little bit because he isn't the biggest, and I feel like he could be caught out at times. But I don't think he's put a foot wrong. And I think he
get the hang sandwiches and kills into him, mate. He'll be bulking up in no time.
Absolutely. Oh, don't say that. Oh, that'd be lovely right now.
I know, yeah, I'm starving as well.
Get Kyo's. They need to sponsor, Craig. Come on. Get that Kyo's bag.
Hey, someone said to me earlier on, they were talking about me hoodie, and I said I'm wearing pajama bottoms. And then someone said, have you got socks on? I tried to show them. So I tried to lift up my leg and I did my hamstring. Oh, the embarrassment, Paddy. Oh, the embarrassment. Honestly, it was right in agony. And that wasn't even the leg I was lifting. That's the bad thing.
Oh, Jesus. You need to get to the physio. Get a bit of WD-40 on them joints, you'll be flying.
I need something, mate, at this point. The age is showing. I also had a little mess around on FIFA earlier on, so I'm going to be doing some FIFA streaming on Twitch for the weekend. That's going to be carnage.
You're coming for that as well. I can't have anything with you, Craig. FIFA streaming as well. Nah, fair play. You'll be funny on FIFA. I'll pay to watch that.
Mate, I'm going to be so shy. But anyway, we weren't shit today, and I was delighted that wearing that shitty yellow kit, and I fucking hate it, mate. I don't like that kit one bit. I was delighted today, but I want to just get your opinion on Jordan Henderson, because I find it hard to get a read on him today in the game. I don't know where I was with him.
He was all right. He was okay. People don't like to admit it, but I feel like we're bypassing Henderson slowly but surely. He's slowly just becoming just because he's the captain doesn't mean he's a divine right to play every game. You know what I'm saying? And as I've said, our best midfield doesn't have him in it, controversially. So make it out what you will. I love the man. His service has been unreal. I believe he still has a lot to offer. He's a calm head in tough situations. But ultimately, our best midfield doesn't include him, in my opinion, and that's just the bottom line. I thought he was okay, but nothing special.
Yeah, I think he did okay. I mean, when the substitution was being made, Connor even said to me, James, Paddy's going to be delighted that the both of them aren't on the pitch at the same time here.
That's exactly what I said. I was actually fucking Milner, and then I was Hendo off. I was like, oh, okay then. Once it did, because they cannot coexist on the same football pitch. They cannot coexist on the same football pitch. That is not football. That is not the beautiful game I've signed up for. Milner and Henderson together, and I'm sorry. But as I said, as much as I've given Milner shite, he is a man you want to bring on in situations where you're looking to see out the game. And I've always said that.
I thought Canade looked an absolute touch of class when he came on. Yeah, he got skinned for his yellow, but other than that, he's just the presence of him alongside Van Dijk as well. He's got pace, can pick out a pass, and he's not the finished article yet, but I think the money we've paid for him, Paddy, will look like an absolute snip.
And put it this way, there was 2 French centre-backs that left RB Leipzig in the summer, Upamecano and Konate, and I'm telling you now, we got the better one. Konate is phenomenal. He's fantastic. And that's what I said. It was sad to see Joel go off, but we're in good hands with Ibu. Like he seems like such a great character as well. Obviously, we don't know him. I wish I could just smell him. Okay. He's quality though. He is quality.
You've gone a bit
James freaking Milner. Sorry, Liz. James freaking Milner. My apologies.
Yeah, we're going a bit Chris Stonage on us there for a minute, Paddy, talking about smelling Canade. I mean,
at least I'm smelling someone who's actually able to play football, not that fucking shit prick Ox. That was a bit harsh.
He's a bit over the top on that one, mate. A little bit. He wasn't even there today, God bless him. He really deserves that goal today, said Thomas. Yeah, Canade's header as well. I thought that was in when it left his head, Paddy.
Yeah, so did I. Oh, ever so close. But I'm kind of glad it didn't go in because it made that Jota second even more special. And the job was done. Yeah,
I mean, I loved that. I loved how angry Jota was at the linesman for putting the flag up for that. Because, yeah, I mean, the linesman was actually quite good. I thought Atkinson did all right in the game as well. And I hate Martin Atkinson as a referee. Couldn't get the yellows out quick enough, though. Many yellows was there? 90, 100?
Absolutely. I would just like to apologise to the chat for that rant. I do apologise. It was a bit harsh. I take it back. Please don't cook me. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, Martin Atkinson.
You're done. You're up there with you're the Harvey Weinsteins of this world now.
Everyone's raging. Sorry. I apologize. I got a bit of rush. I'm a bit excited. I'm overstimulated. So that's all it is.
I don't think some people get the Irish sense of humor at times either, because we use some of those phrases as a complimentary thing at times. I don't think, this is how we talk with our friends, though. It is. That's how we talk with our mates.
Yeah. To be fair, it is. I don't think I was using it in a complimentary sense for sure, but no, he doesn't deserve it. He's been better in recent weeks. He doesn't deserve the abuse. Stop Ox slander.
So you're happy for the sign of the new 5-year deal then?
No. Let's not take the piss here. I'll draw. No. Stop the slander, but still sell him.
Stop the slander, but still the Uber's outside.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're gone.
Really quickly before we finish up, folks, because the time's absolutely flying along here. What would be your starting 11 for the final if everybody was fit and available? And play along in the chat as well. So we start off with the goalkeeping scenario, Paddy. We'll stick with Creevy?
Yeah.
Back four. Trent, Robbo, Van Dijk. Who partners him?
If Matip's fit, it's got to be Matip, I think. If Matip's fit, it's got to be Matip. And then Robbo. Midfield 3. At that stage, Ideally, honestly, for me, I know it's a bit out there, but for me, ideally, it won't be, but it'll be Fabinho, Keita, and Thiago if everyone's fit. It's never played together before, but in my opinion, they're the three best midfielders at the club, so that's what I want to see. And obviously, a front three of Salah, Jota, and Mane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating that midfield at all. Kay Gordon and Harvey Elliott come off the bench as well. That'll be nice when they've got some tired legs. Just the options that we'll have for the final will be brilliant. And look, I think it's going to be a good final against Chelsea. I mean, that's an actual rivalry for me. Us and Chelsea going right back to Mourinho, Benitez days. We've had some big games against them.
We've had some, like, I have bad memories against them as well. They've been our nemesis at times. But listen, the thing about Chelsea is while the results haven't looked great for them, Tuchel has implemented a good style and a good, like, the tactics are spot on. He's just being let down by his forward line. So hopefully the forward line can still, fail to fire on all cylinders against us. But just because the results haven't been, that's going to be a really tough game, and we've struggled against them. We couldn't beat them with 10 men. We were two goals up against them in Stamford Bridge, and we bottled it. So they've caused us a lot of trouble this year, and we have them. But we need to shake that mentality against them and just treat them like any other opponent.
Did you say the word shake there, Paddy? Are we talking about buyers coming in? There was some rumours actually doing what was this one you said to me?
Indian.
I hope so.
There was some Indian guy being linked to us who looked to buy the club previously or something like that. That he had some ridiculous.
Mukesh Ambani.
Yeah, him, Mukesh Ambani, or what did you say his net worth was?
90 million.
90 billion.
Billion? Yes.
Billion.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Well, yeah, no, I don't care. FSG out. Not because I don't, just because we need someone with more money. That's the end of it. Like, we need to compete. It's just as simple as that.
I don't think it's a matter of more money, just when he's willing to spend it. I mean,
any money.
Yeah, we all have that mate who you go out with or go on a day trip with to the game and they come back with more money than they left with. We all have one of them, and I feel like FSG is kind of that.
It's not fucking me anyway.
I mean, my eyes were kind of going this way, if I'm being honest with you, across to him.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. From Cavan deep down, Connor, is it?
That's it.
Connor from Cavan.
Definitely. Right, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call that a day. I mean, Arsenal got what they deserve, Paddy. Can we just take another second to just laugh at those absolute twats for all the shit that they sent our way? Another bottling job. Another one. A long list of many.
Arsenal FC, the king of getting too big for their boots. Know who your big brothers are, yeah? Know who your daddy. We are your daddies. Liverpool Football Club are your daddies. Bow down.
We're off to Wembley. Could be a Champions League final in there as well. We've a league title race to look forward to as well. So the FA Cup.
I hope there was coverage in prison.
I said there was, in all fairness. I'd say there was. There was a lad did a pitch invasion there. It looked a little bit, I was wondering for a second. That jacket looked a bit familiar. Did you see it? Yeah. Shittest pitch invasion ever, by the way. Didn't know where to run when he got on there. Oh, where am I? Shit, where am I? I think Klappo was telling them to get off by the end of it. Fuck all of them, Paddy. We're going to Wembley to take on Thomas Tuchel's men, and what's going to be a great final. Thank you to Mr. Paddy Murphy. Don't forget, get yourselves across TikTok, Twitch, and everywhere. Give Mr. Paddy Murphy a follow. Again, we will be back. There's a video coming out tomorrow. I'm going to record now with Sadio Mane. So keep on that. Tomorrow's my day off, so we won't be putting out any live content. But thank you to Spitch. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to Connor. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video, and we will talk to you soon. We're off to Wembley. Bye-bye.
Take care.